Is the war between Iran and Israel finally over? Now, that is the question that everybody has been asking themselves today. It's a beautiful Monday, and it was good to wake up to no jets and missiles flying overhead. This is the Off Plan Show. My name is Mirio Koto. It is good to see you again. Now, over the weekend, the United States and Israel attacked Iran. Iran responded by attacking US bases in other regions, for example, UAE. In the UAE, Dubai and Abu Dhabi were attacked. Some people lost their lives in Abu Dhabi. Fortunately enough, no one was killed in Dubai. However, some properties were damaged. A total of 3 people were killed in the UAE. Now, over the weekend, the Ministry of Defense reported that it intercepted 541 drones from Iran, 35 of which crashed into the country, thus killing the people in the UAE. 506 were destroyed mid-air. 2 cruise missiles were detected and intercepted. 165 ballistic missiles were intercepted, 13 of which crashed into the sea, and 152 were destroyed midair. Now, the Ministry of Defense did a good job, and it was really good to see them in action doing what they were trained for. So they really impressed a lot of people by their timely action. That was really good to see them do what they did. And by the way, the Ministry of Defense here acted faster compared to other Ministry of Defense in other parts of the country. However, some people did not know that we were under attack until several hours later or a day after for the rest of the world. Now that brings me to my next topic. Now the UAE definitely needs better press. We definitely need a better way to get information out there, because for people like me who like to do a lot of research, I have to rely on the government for accurate information. And one way or another, I usually end up to the government Instagram account and social media. And that doesn't satisfy somebody like me. We might need an official press release from the government in such matters. If you remember when it rained heavily, we also received SMSs and alarms as a way of communication, but we definitely might need something more than that in this day and age where misinformation, and AI can spread faster than SMSs and alarms. Now, coming back to the real estate market, a lot of people ask, is the real estate market going to thrive? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? And my opinion is there will be no damage. I haven't seen much damage in the real estate market. I've given it a few days to understand what's going on, and I've come to the conclusion that we just froze, okay? So when I went to several offices for meetings today, for example, Shobo was closed, Miras was closed, and other big developers was closed due to safety, not necessarily due to fear, just as a safety and precautionary measure. Some of them were closed. However, I do expect the market to pick up after Ramadan or after this whole thing is over. But I gotta say this, that this war did not expose Dubai real estate market demand. It showed nothing wrong with the real estate market. On the flip side, it actually showed that the market is very strong because we're not seeing panic selling in the market. Nobody is selling their properties out of panic. That's because the average real estate investor in Dubai is now smarter. They know that the real estate market in Dubai is special. So you got to hold on to your property. Remember 2020, a lot of people sold their properties and, they regretted afterward to see their properties jump up. Now, if this war continues, then I'd be worried, okay? But at that time, it wouldn't be about real estate. It would be about your safety. I wouldn't ask you to buy real estate when there's a war outside. I'll tell you, go to be with your family, keep them safe, protect them, not to buy real estate at that time. However, it hasn't gotten to that yet. Now, what Iran did was give the UAE the opportunity to show how much they care about our safety and security by building trust with the residents and the investors once again. So this is a good opportunity for the investors to reconnect with the government, because the government is trying as much as they can to show that they care. And for example, people who missed their flights were given flights, accommodation, and the hotel that was burned, the Fairmont, the people were, cared for. So this is a very good way for the government to show that they care. However, if I take a look at this war right now, I think it has gone back to the international stage. It is no longer a regional thing anymore. It has gone back to the international stage. So it is up to Iran to respond to the United States and Israel, and whether the United States and Israel will choose to go back to Iran and finish the job. However, we have to be cautious, because Russia is watching and China is watching, and we don't know what action they're going to take. So I certainly hope that our leaders will embrace peace and safety and come back to their senses and be able to restore global unity once again. But if you're worried about the market in Dubai, I have to say this, that the market is safe. People here are very calm. We did not see panic selling in the real estate market. We did not see panic buying where people are going to hold up products in the supermarket. So everybody is acting at a very refined and relaxed manner. Most of the information there have been exaggerated by the media and also real estate brokers who don't know what they're talking about. So if you're a real estate investor and you're wondering what's going to happen in the real estate market in Dubai, be rest assured that this is a very strong market and it's going to continue to be strong for the foreseeable future. All right. Thank you very much for watching. This is Mirio Koto. You've watched the Offman Show. See you in the next one.